What's up, everybody? It's Bonkai922, and yes, let's get into it. It's fairy tale time. I just took a look at King of Lightning's review, fairy tale chapter 270. Wow. Basically, the name of this one was called Into a Night of Falling Stars. Now, there's a lot of things that happen in this chapter. A lot of things. A lot of action, a lot of things happening. So, and I just watched part 3 of Fairy Tale. The whole Blu-ray. All the episodes. So I'm all fairy tailed up. So, might as well get into it. So, I'm going to be reading this through my computer. So, pardon what I'm going to be doing here. Basically, beginning of the chapter we have, they show the scoreboard of what's going on, and this. Let me assure everybody, I have a theory on this. I think Hero, he's putting this idea already, in that Raventail is out for, again, it's on my shirt, vengeance, or I should say vendetta, against Fairy Tale. That's the whole point. And I think it is shown throughout this fucking chapter. Oh my god, it's like right in their face. Basically, Naru Pudding of Raventail, he has taken up the lead in this game. And it was said in here, you show you the scoreboard and have you of what's going on. And Gray's got -2, and this Naru Pudding, this guy is an ugly motherfucker. But basically what happens is, the beginning of the chapter, you have this like weird confrontation. Oh my god, I swear to god, this was so weird. On page like 4, you have a weird confrontation between Lucy and the girl from Raventail. And the one from Raventail, her name is Flare. And oh my god, the look Lucy is giving Flare is like, you better watch out, bitch. I really enjoyed that little thing going on there. And she says, "Oh, what are you looking at, Blondie?" And then we go from there, and she was basically thinking about Wendy in that scenario. You also get a slither clip of Ivan. And he's saying, and you hear Makarov saying, not Ivan. Yeah. You can see what's going on here, that Raventail is out for Fairy Tale. So basically, we move on from there, and we get this whole thing with the fact that, Beth from Mermaid Guild, she loses a point. This Jaeger guy from earns a point. Leon beats up the Jaeger guy from Quattro Cerberus. He loses a point. Leon gains a point. I found you, Gray. Gray's is Juvia. She shows up and she says, "Juvia, her panties." And then Leon loses a point. It's like back and forth. Pretty much it's back and forth between everybody. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm going to defeat you. I promised the man." "You promised the old man?" "Yes." And then, Makarov is there, and he's talking about that whatever team wins the match will get to tell the other Fairy Tale team what to do. So you got like clips of Loxus saying to Natsu, "Go buy me a sandwich." "Yes, Loxus-san." And then you see Gajo imagining, "Dance." "Yes, sir," to Lucy. And then you have, this was funny, Mira Jane asking her son to go buy her, make her a mackerel sandwich. Says, "Yes. Yes, ma'am." And then you obviously have Juvia saying, how she wants him to kiss her, blah, blah, blah. Him complaining to the master about it. And then, after that happens, This narrow pudding again, attacking Gray. This guy is a pest. He comes out of nowhere and he attacks Gray and Juvia. So, and then obviously also what occurs is Eve from Blue Pegasus, he creates snow to alert to him where everyone is. Because if he makes snow, he creates snow. Snow will be cold. He'll see their breath, and he'll know where they are. And he'll attack that person. So we move on from there. This is page 11. Then he's like attacking everybody. He's racking up the points. Everybody's attacking everybody. It's havoc. And then here's the funny thing. At the end of this page, it says, Gray says, "Damn it, that chin bastard. Why are you only coming after me?" You see what's happening here. And that's when we get the appearance of Rufus. And he says, "This challenge is far too simple." I remember perfectly. He says, "I remember the movements of everybody." And let me tell you something. I fucking hate Rogue and Sting. But this guy, Rufus, he's something else. And he says, "What are you doing up there?" "And all of you, remember, I remember it all. Memory make." And then Urza says, "Creation magic." And into a night of falling stars. And he just shoots all these beams down onto everybody. And Naru Pudding is able to escape the beam and try to attack him. Guess what happens? He ends up getting shot down himself. They were decoys. You got them all. That's the power of Sabertooth. Blah, 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 blah. And that's when it turns to a bad thing. And he says, "It's a memory after all." And then they find out that, and then Naru Pudding again, when Gray's about to go on the attack, attacks him again. It's unbelievable. Going after the opponent he's already exposing himself, he's just coming after us. And that's the end of it. And guess what? Guess how many points Gray got? 0. Juvia, 1. They were 7th and 8th. And then Gray is so pissed off. He's like, he's so angry. And then there's a point where they're calling out to him, and then Natsu says to him, "Oh, shut up, you shitheads." And basically it goes, Sabertooth is 10 points, Raventail 8 points, Lemmy Scale 6, Blue Pegasus 4, Mermaid Heel 3, Quattro Cerberus 2, and then the 2 Fairy Tails 1, Fairy Tail B 1 point, Fairy Tail A 0 points. And that's how it went down. And then they're all making fun of Fairy Tail, blah blah blah. And Natsu says, "What the hell is so funny, shitheads?" And then you got this weird look on Mavis. King of Lightning mentioned that. I think it's referring to the fact that she's worried about Gray, that he might turn evil or something. So, and he says, "I swear I'll get them back for this." And then comes the shocking Lucy. For the second part of the day, they're gonna have, guess who's fighting? And it says, "Remember, decided by the organizations. I hope they were interesting matchups, blah blah blah." The first match of day 1. Lucy Hartfilia fighting Flora! Oh, is that her name, Flora? Flair. Flair Corona. I'm going to do another video after this about this, because there is something I need to say about, and if you guys seen that page where you have Flora and then you have Lucy, it's kind of like this bitch is fucking something's wrong with her head. And, you know, it says, oh, the Lucophilia, she says, me, that comes forward is Lucy. Fairy Tale's Fleur Clorona. And she says, Blondie. That's what she says, Blondie. You get a page with Lucy standing up there and stuff. And it says, to be continued in chapter 271, Lucy versus Fleur. So, that's pretty much what happened. 4 out of 5. Hero, I almost said Kubo again. Hero is doing a real good job, man. Oh, man, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Now, Raventail. Since the beginning of this tournament, they've been relentless. Relentless. Something's going on, man. Something huge is going on. I can taste it in the air. But this was a great chapter. 4 out of 5. Really liked what I saw. Oh, man. I feel so bad for Gray. But I'm going to give props where props are due. I'm not giving props to the entire Guild of Sabretooth. I'm only giving props to Rufus. Because remember, he has... And King of Lightning. This isn't the first time we've seen creation magic. Remember? Gilmore Hearts? I forgot the guy's name. But the guy that fought Elfman and Evergreen. And then fought, Freed. He had creation magic as well. He created that tower and other things as well. So this isn't the first time we've seen creation magic. But this guy's got it down packed. So 4 out of 5, I really liked what I saw. Very little cons. I did not see the only con I think is probably the thing with Gray. But I don't really see it that much. So we'll see how this goes. But next week's with Lucy and this girl Flora. Flare, I mean, oh man, I'm thinking about putting that page on my channel because that looks sick. You get Flora on one side and Lucy on the other. Flora she looks like she's ready to kill somebody. Hero, where'd you get that idea from? But I liked what I saw. I thought this was pretty cool. Pretty cool. But like I said before, I'm doing another video after this one, deeper into this topic. But I like what I saw. This is going in a great direction. Hero is doing a fantastic job. Pepsi. So yeah, looks good. I think I'm out doing 2 more videos tonight and 1 review. I'm going to respond to King of Lightning. And what else? Oh yeah, and the video I just said about what I'm thinking about with Fairy Tail right now. Okay? See you guys later.